All right, welcome back to another happy hour, and today we're talking about something pretty relevant, school shootings. So I've actually been involved in more than one. Wait, actually I gotta restart the video. Pause. I was actually not involved, but it's happened at multiple institutions that I've attended. One is actually the threats of, oh my God, if it actually happened, I'd be talking to you from a psych ward, but threats of school shootings have happened at multiple institutions that I've attended, and I just wanted to make a video real quick detailing some of my experiences because it's pretty fucking crazy. These are not your typical, these threats didn't turn out how you'd expect, let's just say that, for better and for worse. So, flashback to high school, there was this pretty weird girl, we'll call her Sarah. Now, she was a junior or a senior, and I remember her being weird, not just for her fashion sense, but it was kind of very goth. She had hella piercings and shit, but also because when she was a junior or senior, she dated one of my I was a freshman at the time. She dated one of my freshman friends, which was so weird. And that friend actually would end up going on to be a senior when we were seniors, and he would end up dating another freshman. So he basically continued the cycle of trauma, which is insane. But anyway, so he dated they were dating at the time. They ended up breaking up by my sophomore year. But that was my first exposure to her, that she was a senior dating a freshman, right? And had this she was just kind of a social outcast. That's why she was dating people way below her. Now, I think after that, when I was a sophomore, this all happened. She started dating so she must have, I think she was probably a senior when I was a sophomore then. She started dating someone out of high school. I remember that rumor. Is out of high school. I think he'd graduated. He was either 18 or 19 at the time. And basically what ended up happening is I'm chilling with my boys on the group chat, my high school friends at the group chat at the time, and someone drops this Facebook message or this screenshot or whatever of something yo, tomorrow is from this girl Sarah, not her real name obviously, but yeah, somebody drops a Facebook post from her tomorrow is Judgment Day, and at 7:20 a.m. I'm killing everyone. And we were what the fuck? And honestly, I didn't really believe it. I was no fucking way. There's no fucking way. And school was shut down. So school was shut down, I think probably for the next 2 days, and then we had delayed openings and shit. Because she was gonna come at 7:20, right? So there were delayed openings until after that. And yeah, it was pretty crazy. And the crazy thing though, it never happened, obviously, thank God. Again, none of these stories ever came to fruition that I'm gonna tell you. It's just the aftermath was still really weird. That's why I want to bring it up. What ended up happening was it ended up not being Sarah. I thought the allegation itself was it was never going to be carried out. No, it didn't even come from Sarah. So what ended up happening was her 18 or 19-year-old boyfriend I told you about, he fucking made a fake Facebook profile of her and then made these threats, which is crazy, ruined her life. I don't even know. I honestly didn't see her in high school after that. I think my friends may have, maybe not. I got to talk to my friends about this. I don't even know. But I never saw Sarah in high school after that, which was fucking crazy. She might have transferred. Maybe she took fucking year off or whatever. But yeah, so she went AWOL. Her boyfriend ended up getting arrested, and I looked him up actually in preparation for this video, and he has these weird ass accounts online, these bios talking about I graduated from Harvard, totally fake. I think he's in jail right now, but yeah, online. I'm not gonna tell you the name, but it says he went to Harvard. I think it's super funny. But anyways, in the aftermath of this, we're all edgy teens. People would actually post on Snapchat. So on Snapchat back in the day, you could post the time that you were taking the snap. So they would have a black screen and they would post 7:20, and I would slide up and be yo, why are you talking about 7:20? And they'd be yo, it's 7:20, today's the day. I'm why are you talking about that? What's special about this? And they'd be yo, that's when I was gonna die. 7:20, oh shit, that's what I'm posting because I was gonna die that day. And I'm what the fuck is wrong with you guys? Y'all idolizing 7:20 because it's horrible. It's all gallows humor, fucking terrible. But that was a crazy time. And honestly, we ended up all joking about it. I don't know if that's a right or wrong thing to do, but that's just what ended up happening. We were in high school. We were 16, right? So now fast forward to like today. So the reason I'm making this video is because kind of like where I'm at is like in the middle of these threats, of these allegations. So like my classes are all online. My classes are all online because of this. So to explain what's happening, I got to start from the beginning of the year. So there's this dude, I'm just going to call him Bruce. And Bruce is crazy. He's in my year. He's crazy. So he has like these sexual assault allegations that he's made up. Like I don't know the victim. Nobody knows who the victim is. And he's like an incel. Like we don't even know how he could have clapped cheeks. Like we genuinely have no idea. Like low key, genuinely, we don't even know what the fuck he's talking about. But on social media, he talks about stuff like his war on feminism. He talks about if she's on crazy shit. If she's on top, she never said stop. So things like this, he's like scaring the huzz away, final boss, like end game scaring the huzz, crazy shit. And so he's kind of brought up that like someone has made fake allegations against him in our class. Again, we don't know who that is. We were never aware of an incident. Like me and my classmates never aware of an incident where that happened with him. So he might just be making it up for attention. Like, I don't know, but all this is to say, before I go on, he should not be at our institution. Like, he should not be at our school. He should not be at our school. I agree with that, but what ends up happening, it's fucking, in my opinion, it's fucking dirty. It's dirty. So basically on every Friday, I like to spar with some friends, martial arts sparring. So I'm texting my group chat about the time and place that we're going to spar. And one of my friends, his name is, let's call him H. H just drops this image in the group chat sent by this dude named N. So remember this guy, remember N. I'm going to post a picture hopefully of him, not of him, but in the video like of the Pokemon trainer, and keep him in mind. So there's a text. If you guys know, like if y'all have seen on Instagram, like people take pictures of the text, or it's not a screenshot, it's someone taking a picture of the text or of the Snapchat sometimes, like, because you can't, when you screenshot a Snapchat, like it, how do I say this? It gets like, the other person gets notified, right? So sometimes you'll take a picture of it instead of using someone else's phone. It was like that. So someone took a picture of this text, not a screenshot, in this text from N, said something about Bruce threatening to shoot up the school, and how we as classmates all need to tell our professors this so they can cancel class because the admin is not doing anything about it, apparently. And a couple of things. So first of all, my friend unsends the message before anyone else, only I saw this, unsends the message before anyone else can see it, that N was the sender, and then he just screenshots and sends the message. So you can't tell that it was N who sent it. That's kind of interesting, first of all, I noticed. Second of all, even the language of the text that N sent, like, okay, tell your professors, so like basically implying like we can get classes canceled. I'm like, and I've seen Bruce act like, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. This is all due respect. I don't mean anything phobic out of this. He's like a Twinkie kind of guy. He's like, he's insane, he's stupid, but he's like, the build is like kind of, he's harmless. Let me just say that. He's very harmless looking kind of guy, like goofy, like he's like a comic book villain, but like you can't take him seriously. So those kind of things raised a red flag. And then also like my friend obscuring the identity of the person who sent the text. I'm like, why? I don't know. But I'll come back to N later. So, excuse me, I just had to crack my back, blow my back out. But anyways, now, like what ends up happening is like Bruce gets the police called on him that night. So that Friday night was crazy. Bruce gets the police called on him, and how we know this is because Bruce ends up filming the entire interaction with the police, and then he leaks the video. He uploads the video to our class's group chat. We have a group chat for our class. He uploads an entire video to the chat. So like I have it, everyone has it, and it's like insane. And you can clearly tell like Bruce doesn't really have an idea what's going on. He's like really upset about it. I think he thinks it's about his the police were called on him for his anti-feminist posts, not for any school shooting allegation. Because again, my theory is that he didn't even make the allegation. So that's what I'm kind of getting at. I didn't even think that he made the allegation, right? He made the threat. So he was kind of like, oh, are y'all like coming after me because of my political beliefs, and not because of any threat? Again, I stand to be corrected, but I think this story takes a very interesting turn because N, the guy that was encouraging people to like talk about this and share the screenshot with the professors, with each other, all this stuff. N had actually, so first of all, I talked with a student body, with one of our student body, like student council folks, and they were like, yeah, some of the admin actually doesn't know about this. They don't know about the threat. So I don't know. The text was talking about, oh, the admin's not doing anything. Some of them don't even know about the threat. That's A. B, N turns out to be on student council. So N is on student council, and he's basically getting Bruce. So Bruce ended up getting like suspended. He's no longer like allowed to class, and like he's basically getting someone who again should not be in our classes. I agree, but he's like ruining this guy's name by like using like school shooting threats to get rid of him. Like shit. So not everyone, but some people are like really skeptical. Like, yo, student council is like spreading school shooter threats. Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, this is actually insane. This is insane. To me, it's just insane. Like, basically, our school council is spreading school shooter threats about someone they want to get rid of, and like admin wasn't properly told about this, and like they got to acting finally, but it's clearly like a bullshit allegation. Like it's until like, we don't know who like started the allegation. We don't know even who started this. We just know who disseminated it, but and never said like, you know, who started this. And I think the reason I know why, I think like I think I was talking with someone, and they're like, the reason like admin can't do much about it is because we don't know who started this, and N apparently wasn't telling anyone who told them about the threat, because N never heard the threat himself. He just heard it from someone who had heard the threat. So again, we don't have any idea. Pretty crazy stuff. So I'm just kind of in my room, online classes, like it's fucking COVID again, chilling. Again, these are my initial thoughts. So if you know Bruce did make the threats, fuck him. Like, then definitely ship his ass out of here, out of the fucking country, matter of fact. But I don't know. I don't really trust threats given my previous history, as y'all can tell with this shit, that people really just be making up stuff, making up whole identities. So it's just sad to see now, you know, people's lives getting ruined for these threats, like, I mean, fake threats, whatever, back in high school, and now people are taking the fall for it now. I think, you know, for something as serious as a school shooting allegation. But anyways, that's my kind of, I think it's unique history with school shooting threats. There is another story, but yeah, like I said, like I've run the gamut with this shit, but that's nothing to brag about. It's more just like I've had, unfortunately, like a lot of encounters with these threats, and honestly a little more, but I'm not going to tell that story because it just might be too identifying, because that one actually made the news. What I'm telling y'all, like, it's not going to make the news, so and I'm keeping everything anonymous. But yeah, man, so crazy shit, and I think I'm just gonna end the video there. Yeah, just something to chew on. It's a crazy world out there. We just gotta live in it.